Hi there, Tommy with Wasteland Maniacs. Today we'll look at the cards 61 to 70 in the first set Lovable Lunatics. Let's go! The first card of today is a typeless gear card that is practically built for melee only decks as the high costed endgame card. Sigil of the Dual Wielder copies all melee skills the equipped unit uses. Want to get rid of 2 cards on your opponent's hand? Pry and Pull got you covered. Want your board to get massive? Look, it's Brave the Infinite. Or just deal 2 damage for the price of 1 with Slash and this Sigil. And since this gear is typeless, you can stuff it into any deck. Isn't that great? Now we get to a cycle of energy sources that can be quite powerful if you have enough cards in your hand. For the price of 1 card, Gold Pouch grants you not 1, but 2 electric energy. The same goes respectively for kinetic and thermal energy, with bullet reserve and half-empty box of matches. During playtesting I found these to be quite helpful, but discarding cards can stab you in the back eventually when you can play your cards because your energy creations requires you to discard cards. So you have to be careful with these. And something you also have to be careful with is radiation. Wearing it as a necklace would be stupid, right? Yes! That is why Uranium Crystal exists, because the Wasteland Maniacs universe is stupid. It is filled with a bunch of morons. But hey, with the Uranium Crystal you can give Thorns 5 to one of your morons, so attacking isn't something that is done willy-nilly. Just a little info on the rulings: if a unit already has a Thorns ability like Scorch, then they override each other and the highest level ability is the one that actually counts. So this would result in Thorns 5 and not 7. But as an offset for this crazy amount of free damage during combat, the equipped unit dies eventually to the uranium's radiation. It gets radiation counters at the start of each of your turns, and when the amount of those counters exceeds the power of the equipped unit, it dies. From radioactivity we now get to cataclysmic events. Cold Sun is a level 13 card that practically wins you the game. On entry to the playing field, your opponent's boards are completely wiped, and after that, if they attempt to play anything, they better don't have any cards above level 3. And it doesn't affect you at all, so there's little to no chance of you losing the game if you manage to get 13 energy together. And since this requirement can be such a big task, I would see this card as balanced. Next up on our list is one of the few cards that has some sort of component of luck to it. Psycho with a lab coat itself isn't that spectacular. At level 7 this guy is on the lower end of the spectrum, especially when it comes to armor. But at least he has bleed, so during combat you're not completely screwed with him. Although his very worthy ability might cause some trouble for both you and your opponent depending on your luck. It reads: whenever another melee unit you control deals combat damage, you may flip a coin. If you win the flip, double that damage. If you lose the flip, that unit deals damage to itself equal to the amount of damage it dealt. Also, whenever any unit, including Psycho with a lab coat, dies, you gain 1 health. This last ability is more electric, but to be honest I don't think it is that bad for kinetic, who have some access to some health gain. So with this coin flip ability you can really screw yourself over, but on units with a bit more HP this ability can be quite handy. Now we get to a gear card that is very dangerous in the right hands. It is nothing more than a mere chainsaw, capable of slicing everything in half. It gives a plethora of benefits to the equipped unit. It gives a significant stat boost with plus 5 attack and plus 4 HP, and a very strong ability, Bleed. In addition to that, only a certain type of units, Psychos, can attack the equipped unit, which in and of itself can be a win condition. That is also why this is a level 8 card. Now we get to a skill that is level 7 and also incorporates chainsaws. Chainsaw Massacre. It is a way of death that no unit can escape. You play this card and every unit except your own starts bleeding, eventually leading to their death. Man, this video is pretty grim. We have crazy scientists, tools of mass murder and natural disasters. Hooray! And the last card is no different. Meet Tornado, a level 6 kinetic and electric skill that kills everything too small to save itself. All units with level 5 or higher get put back into all players' hands, and this just straight up dies. You can use this in an emergency when your opponent is spamming out units or when your big units are at risk of dying due to low armor. And combine that with a powerful enter the playing field ability like that of Harbinger of Bane or Lord of the Abyss, and you got yourself a neat little combo. If you like what you see, consider commenting, liking and subscribing, and with that I say thanks for watching, take care and until next time.